Yet more breaking news this hour. Airports in eastern Ukraine have now been shut down, at least until Thursday. This, as the country's president is warning that Russia could trigger an invasion at any minute. As this crisis plays out, the former president of the United States is actually praising Vladimir Putin. Donald Trump suggesting the Kremlin leader is, quote, a genius. Brian Todd is joining us right now. Brian, Trump is picking up clearly where he left off as president, cozying up to Putin.
He is doing that again, Wolf, just as he did throughout his presidency. And now, as then, many are worried that Donald Trump is undermining his country's standing with Russia and with its own allies.
Thank you. That's right. Thank you very much.
It was extraordinary, even by Donald Trump's standards. The former president fawning over Vladimir Putin's aggression in Ukraine during an interview with the conservative Clay Travis and Buck Sexton radio show.
I went in yesterday and there was a television screen, and I said, this is genius. Putin declares a big portion of the Ukraine. Putin declares it as independent. Oh, that's wonderful.
Trump said Putin never would have dared to make these moves if Trump had been president, but he still pressed on with the compliments.
I said, how smart is that? And he's going to go in and be a peacekeeper. That's the strongest peace force. We could use that on our southern border. That's the strongest peace force I've ever seen. Here's a guy who's very savvy. I know him very well.
But the Kremlin's also receiving praise from other Republicans, like Fox News host Tucker Carlson, who wondered aloud why the former KGB colonel is disliked by Americans.
It might be worth asking yourself, since it is getting pretty serious, what is this really about? Why do I hate Putin so much? Has Putin ever called me a racist? Has he threatened to get me fired for disagreeing with him? Has he shipped every middle-class job in my town to Russia?
And House Republicans with a venomous tweet yesterday, a picture of President Biden with a caption, quote, this is what weakness on the world stage looks like.
There is now a faction of the MAGA GOP that seems to be praising Vladimir Putin rather than recognizing him as an American adversary.
A stunning reversal among leading members of the party of Ronald Reagan, who's credited by many with winning the Cold War.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
One analyst worries about the Trump GOP faction undermining Biden with America's allies.
The prospect of Trump coming back into office certainly, makes all of those allies, question how long they can have confidence in the U.S. going forward.
More evidence of the GOP split on Russia. Donald Trump's former Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, praised Putin in an interview last month, calling him very talented, saying Putin, quote, knows how to use power. We should respect that, end quote. While Republican Senator Ted Cruz, often one of President Biden's harshest critics, has also praised Biden's response in Ukraine.